Hi everyone. In these extraordinary times and as evidence of the continued spread of the COVID-19 virus throughout the country mounts, we thought we would share some key tips to help you manage any anxiety that your child might experience. The evidence in this video comes from resources such as the Raising Children Network and the Australian Psychological Society. Fran and I are also very happy for you to contact us directly to discuss any concerns that you might have. As we all experience these unprecedented times together and the many challenges that comes with that, it's understandable to find yourself feeling stressed, uneasy and anxious. It can be hard to chart a course when more is unknown than known. We know young children need to feel safe and secure to develop well in the early years. Media coverage of disaster news and distressing news events affects young children. You can minimise the effect of distressing news on your young child. For example, you can limit how much he or she sees and hears. At school, we have been working with the students with age-appropriate language, discussing what COVID-19 is with upper primary and secondary students and how best to prevent the spread of the virus. And in lower primary and early childhood, simple things like teaching students to wash their hands frequently and thoroughly throughout the day. Of course, children are more likely to be affected by distressing news stories if they're personally affected by the event. For example, if a loved one falls sick or if their own routine, school or community starts to be affected. But if your child is upset by something they are exposed to, talking with you can help them cope. You can create a sense of safety in your family by being warm, loving and responsive. The best time to talk is when your child is interested or curious. So if your child asks you a question, stop what you're doing and respond. Find out what your child knows and explain what has happened. If your child has been exposed to media coverage of a disaster or has overheard you talking about it, they will already have started to form their own ideas, so it's always important and best to acknowledge it. If you pretend that nothing has happened, this could confuse your child and make her feel less safe. When you're giving your child the facts, keep it simple and brief for young children, and for older children, offer more details. For example, for younger children, you might say, "That's right, some people are getting sick with a bad cold. These people are being looked after well by doctors in hospitals." For older children, you might say, "The virus spread through things like sneezing, coughing, and touching infected surfaces. That's why good hygiene and hand washing are really important. They help protect everyone and limit the spread of the virus." Ultimately, the best approach is to tune into your child's feelings and reassure them if they are feeling anxious or upset. For example, scary things happen in the world, but they don't happen very often. Grown-ups work hard to keep everyone safe. And after you've talked with your child, you might like to move on to another activity that your child enjoys, for example, drawing or reading together. This can help to shift your child's attention to something else and gives your child time to feel safe together with you. It's natural to feel upset about disasters, but your child will cope better if you're coping. And if you're finding it difficult, there are many people you can talk to. You will find helpline links in the messenger and our email updates. We are determined to navigate this unprecedented situation effectively, look after our school, our children, our families and our staff, and to come out of this crisis stronger and more resilient. Take care.